Elon is a perfect representation of somebody who's just being exceptionally impractical when it comes to the continuation of the neoliberal capitalist status quo. Quite literally, just because of, in my opinion, ego, wanting to be also the guy, not just the guy behind the curtains. Because to an extent, I'm pretty sure that he wants to both be all of the world's problems, but also all of the world's problem solver. That it's destroying that fog of war and then turning up previously highly functioning system for the super wealthy into one that can potentially come into question, which is like,
the contradictions are too apparent now.
Too apparent, yeah. And it's turning like as somebody from this part of the world, right? Here, that contradiction is constantly apparent, right? You have the super wealthy people, and the super wealthy people don't simply just lobby the government. Very often, they become ministers. They become even presidents. Or when they do become presidents, they utilize their governmental position in order to become a massive capitalist. Usually, they get a cousin or two, and then they start buying up everything, et cetera, et cetera. Some are less greedy, and they focus on guns, drugs, and oil, et cetera, et cetera. Some are hyper greedy, like, for example, what's happening over in Serbia with the big protests that maybe some chatters have seen. You have a government that wants to quite literally own every single fucking, and not in a cool communist way, wants to own every single fucking bakery and tire shop, and wants a piece of absolutely every single pie. So even there, it becomes too apparent, and then it breaks down. But for us, the status quo, that just to give our American brothers, sisters, and enemies, our status quo is what is now being built in the United States, from how Gremlo very, very eloquently explained. And because it's not a new thing, I want you guys to understand that it can be developed. Its contradictions will be much louder than previous contradictions, but it can absolutely continue existing as it does in so many other parts of the world. The United States is not so special that the Constitution is going to protect it, or it has a very strong opposition party that will not allow this to happen, blah, blah, blah. If the overtone window is shifted, it's just going to stay there. It's going to stay there. Billionaires literally sitting next to the president, or even being the president, absolutely can become the new accepted status quo.
Yeah. I mean, we've joked on the American left for a while, balkanize the United States, because we're such a large country that's so regionally diverse, both in politics and culture.
Yeah.
Balkanize it. Yeah, Southeast, whatever, Northeast, Midwest, balkanize the United States. But it's now our politics that are becoming more Balkan-like. This shit that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are up to. It's very, very Balkan-esque. It's in how, you described, the pay-fors that politicians will give their own personal friends and family, and appoint their benefactors to positions of power, so as a reward for getting them into the big chair. That's just what we have now. We've always had it to a certain extent, but it's just so brazen now. There's not even an effort to be well, here's someone who's kind of qualified to do this. No, we have the wife of the WWE guy gutting the education.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, because the ridiculousness levels of it are gonna become so much bigger and bigger, and especially for someone that's in the career that you're in. Up until now, you needed to do relatively in-depth analysis in order to explain stuff to chat and your followers and et cetera, et cetera. It's slowly going to turn more and more into you quite literally just standing there and being this is so fucking obvious. What the this is too fucking obvious. I can't even have a deep take on this, because it's just out in the open, right? That's what
I've noticed this recently.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna get harsher.
It used to be, I would dive into it and be okay, well, here's some roots of it. Here's how we can explain this through Marxist analysis. And now I'm just they're stupid.
Yeah.
They're just dumb.
People be I can relate super hard, because usually I cover Western Europe and North America when it comes to the news and specific politics, etc., etc. But a lot of people come into chat and are oh, tell us more about the system over in Russia, the system over in Ukraine, the system in Serbia and Bosnia and Greece, and so on. And I'm it will take me, it's kind of a fake. It's complicated, because it's complicated to explain just how not complicated it is. And that's what's going to become a very big part of your daily routine doing this job when it comes to talking about American politics. As it slowly, as you beautifully put, I'm gonna steal that, as it slowly balkanizes, at least when it comes to the executive branch of the country. It's fucking funny. I don't know.
I mean, like I showed something to my chat earlier whenever we were going over the education department being cut. So the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, commonly known as Michael Penis, he is a congressman
Johnson,
from
brother.
my state. He had a meeting with other Louisiana representatives recently, and the state seal behind him said Education Department of Louisiana. Like they misspelled their own state in the seal behind them. Just blubbering idiots.
That's so good.
It's so stupid.
Oh, it's so good. It's so
No
good.
wonder we have the 50th ranked education in the country.
It's like there was this like minister, I think at that time he was like of the military or some shit, so Minister of Defense in one particular Balkan country, and they find out he's like got like 30 apartments in Canada, and they go to interview him, and he's like, oh no, they're my aunts. And that's the whole that was the whole defense. That was the whole fucking
Classic.
PR, and it just ends there. So all the excuses that they use are going to be far more in your face. Or I really respect the American mentality of fucking speed running absolutely everything, where you even have like no excuses given. Like with Elon, right? Like whenever it comes to anything super fucked up that Doge has done, and not just like ethically fucked up, just like exceptionally impractical, and like you guys literally do not know what you're doing, and it's very apparent. He just goes out. He doesn't give excuses. He's like, "Yeah, don't you know that
Yeah, we
people make
did.
mistakes?
USA.
Yeah, people make mistakes.
Like
and we'll make mistakes.
his
and
rockets
fuck you."
exploding. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like he'll have a rocket explode, and everyone's like, so that blew up spectacularly. And he's like, no, it was a rapid, unscheduled disassembly.
Yep.
Yes. Like, yeah, that's what I'm going to tell my insurance agent when I get in my next fender bender. No, I didn't crash into the, Hyundai Sonata in front of me. I rapidly disassembled my fender.
And then immediately, like Fox News guys are gonna literally fucking just take out all the lube and lube up their fucking throats so fucking nice, and just go like 700 fucking Need for Speed type of speed on his knob live on fucking television. Right after,
Always.
like a project fucking fails, they will immediately turn it into, this has been a historic moment. It is incredible how you managed to save this thing that failed. We are so grateful to you. Also, why are people burning down Teslas? Stop burning down Teslas, you domestic terrorists. But not even burning down Teslas. Don't you know that you're a domestic terrorist, even if you key one? And both me and Graham Law will speak in his name. Really disavow keying Tesla-owned cars. It is a very, very bad thing to do, especially when not wearing a mask, because Teslas do have cameras. So be careful. Be careful.